You guys how to cut a cheap steak. As you know, we're all on a budget, and I just wanted to explain to you how you can eat really well at budget prices. So this is some hamburger that I had the other night, and it was around $8 a kilogram to buy just cheap hamburger. And this is a steak that I found the other day, and it's going to cost you around $15.50 per kilogram. So there's quite a differentiation between the price of hamburger and the price of steak. But what I'm going to show you is how to cut yourself your own steaks from a roast. And the price of this roast was $8.80 a kilogram. So just a little bit more than a hamburger, but essentially the same meat as you get for the $15 a kilogram. So what you're going to be looking for when you buy a steak or buy a roast is the marbling in the meat. And that's the grains of fat that run through the actual grain of the meat. And what you're going to want to find is something that's got a nice amount of fat that's running through across the grains of the meat, and that's going to give the steak flavor and keep it nice and tender while you're cooking it. What we need for this procedure, you need a sharp knife, something to keep your hands nice and clean and dry. Some plastic bags, because this is sort of the Costco bulk style of cooking. You want to cut it up and keep it nice and fresh in the freezer, unless you're going to be cooking it all at the same time. What we're going to be looking for as well is the grain of the meat. So just like a piece of wood, the grain of the meat actually goes down the length of the roast, and we're going to be cutting it across the grain of the meat, and that's going to give you the best cut. So this one here is going to be the string. Give that back a little bit. And so this one's actually marked out quite nicely. It's sort of marked out already in half-inch increments, so you can basically just cut in there. Cut your piece of meat off, and so essentially what you've got there is very similar to the steak that you bought for $15 a kilogram, and you're able to buy it at $8 a kilogram. And basically all you need to do, put it in your freezer bag, seal it up, take the air out of it, and you're ready for the freezer.
Thank you.
Questions? Concerns?
Is there any fear of breathing that air in?
Not at all.
All right.
If it's not emitting any noxious fumes.
Okay.
Anybody else?
What kind of roast is it?
That's a sirloin roast, as you can see on your handout that I've given you the choice cut. Jordan?
What about getting that meat juice under your lips when you breathe it in?
Not as much of a concern. Rinse your mouth out with Lysol, I guess. Concern.
Lysol.
You gonna finish that roast?
You're gonna eat that roast?
So that roast cost you how much?
That roast was $12, and this one steak was $3.
Right.
So essentially, if you cut it properly, you probably get about 6 steaks, maybe 7 out of that one. Like I said, it's about half the price as buying it already cut before.
You get really good ones. Because
Yeah.
shrink wrap, they just look nasty. Just absolutely disgusting. You cut them up and they're the best steaks ever.
So those ones that cost